Hi friends, and welcome back to Raft. We're back with another mod showcase, and today we're gonna be talking about mods that are just flat out weird. Some are definitely more functional than others, but they're definitely all strange in their own right. Just for the sake of ease, I'm gonna break down our weird mods into two major categories: weird cosmetic mods and weird gameplay mods. Let's start with the gameplay because the cosmetic ones are arguably kind of weirder. But as always, all of the mods are linked down in the description below, so be sure to check out any and all of them that you find interesting. But anyways, let's dive into the weird mods showcase. So like I said, we're gonna start with the weird side of gameplay mods that are available for Raft. First up, we have the Better Bows mod. It's not weird in the sense that it's game-breaking or the features that it adds are strange. In that regard, it's actually quite useful if you're annoyed with the bows in the base game. The Better Bows mod adds in 3 new bows of varying quality. There's the Metal Bow, which has 4 times the durability of the base bow and reloads slightly faster, the Professional Bow, which also has 4 times the durability of the base bow and reloads moderately faster, and the Teda Knight Bow, which has 4 times the durability of the normal bow, but reloads significantly faster. This mod was made for one of the Raft modding community's Patreon supporters, so the decoration on that final bow is what makes this mod a bit weird for me. It's just someone's face staring at you as you shoot things, which, yeah, is kind of a bit weird in my opinion. Next up, we've got the Stranding backpack mod. As the mod name implies, it adds a backpack that's kind of similar to the one you find in the 2019 game Death Stranding, mostly in the fact that it stacks up what you have in your inventory on your back, and allows you to see what's in another player's inventory. This mod is specifically geared towards multiplayer, and can definitely help you out when your friend steals all of your tools but won't admit it. But nonetheless, it's still kinda weird to look at, and it doesn't really seem a lot like Raft, although it definitely is. Still cool though. A while ago, I covered the No Night mod that prevents your world from getting too dark and just skips the night. Well, the Only Night mod is the exact antithesis to that. In case you're some kind of vampire or other monster that burns in the daylight, this mod is perfect for you. No more sunshine ruining your perfectly pale skin. Frankly, I always find the night way too dark to do anything, so I have no clue why you would ever want this, but if you did, it does exist and you can plunge your Raft world into permanent darkness like some kind of ancient biblical curse. Teach their own, I guess. On a much more mundane note, the Shark Spy mod takes out some of the threat of swimming with our friend Jeremiah in the blue. Once you've successfully murdered at least one shark, you'll be rewarded with a shark head that you can wear as some macabre trophy of your victory. Although, with the help of the Shark Spy mod, it becomes slightly more useful. If you enter the water wearing that shark head, Jeremiah won't attack you so you can dive in peace. If you want to take this whole idea one step further, the Dissociation Dissimulation mod is what you need. Instead of just sharks, now wearing animal heads deters other animals of that variety. So bear heads deter bears, boar heads deter boars, that kind of thing. As long as you don't get too close, that is. Also, if you want to specifically avoid some of those boss animals like Mama Bear on Balboa or the White Screecher at Caravan Town, you're specifically going to need those heads. But don't worry, those heads will work against the generic versions of those animals too. So if you needed a reason to wear a fancy hat, this mod gives you one. The final mod in our gameplay subcategory is the Maze mod. This mod adds in a whole new game mode simply called Maze. Once you load in, you'll be stuck in this giant, pitch-black 3D maze, and chances are you'll get hopelessly lost. Each maze is randomly generated, so you can't even attempt to memorize the layout to make your way out. You're permanently stuck in a flying mode, so you can move in every single direction to try and make your way to the end, which is supposedly glowing green. I tried for about an hour before I gave up, so if you find the end of the maze, please let me know if that's true. This whole mod basically turns Raft into some kind of psychological horror movie, because I didn't find anything lurking behind corners, but that doesn't mean that there isn't stuff there. And in general, this dilapidated wood kind of maze is just spooky and very strange. Moving on from all of that stuff, let's head into our cosmetic category of weird mods. Jumping right back into a somewhat normal world from that maze world, let me introduce you to the Dragon Shark mod. In case a great white shark wasn't enough lurking below you, this mod adds in full-blown dragons instead. Seeing it chase you underwater is kinda surreal, but also low-key very funny, so I couldn't recommend this mod enough simply because it will make you laugh when you don't expect it. It's also a great mod for pranking your friends if you're into that kind of thing. The dab mod does exactly that. It allows you to dab. That's it. That's the whole mod. I hope you enjoyed. Next we've got the Better FPS mod. This mod is actually really useful if you have a lower end PC and are struggling to enjoy Raft because it can change some of your graphics settings, but we're not going to talk about any of that helpful stuff. This mod is fantastic simply because it allows you to enable potato mode, which is objectively hilarious. Your Raft world can finally be as smooth as your brain, and your computer will get a nice break from all of that tough rendering work. Potato mode is just an experience that I think every Raft player needs, so please try it out for yourself. In case the Raft music itself wasn't good enough for you, allow me to introduce you to the variety of old world radio mods that exist for Raft. You can choose between blasting music from Fallout, relax to some Minecraft tunes, or my personal favorite, jam out to the Ailstorm radio, which blasts pirate music directly into your eardrums. Sadly, I can't play the music in the video for copyright reasons, but just trust me, it's amazing. So if you needed to spruce up your world a little bit more and didn't quite know what you were missing, I'm like 60% sure that this is what you need. And also there's nothing better than a pirate screaming at you every time you enter a new world. And if it was a different kind of entertainment you were looking for, the cinema mod has you covered. Whether you want to watch on a computer monitor, an old-timey TV, a giant flat screen, or your average home television, you can now watch your favorite YouTube videos from the comfort of your Raft couch. This is great for virtual watch parties with friends or hanging out in your worlds, but you gotta admit, it's very weird to be watching YouTube when you're like trying to survive, but I suppose everyone needs a hobby. Anyways, that does it for the Weird Raft Mods showcase. Again, all of the mods are linked down in the description, so you should definitely check them out and give them a try. It's sometimes also just nice to break out the monotony of this game if you've been playing it for a while. Let me know which mods were your favorites and which one you think was the weirdest. Personally, I think the maze mod is, but I'm curious to hear you guys' opinion. But that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope to see you all again soon, but until then, have a great day.